Hey, everybody. Guess what? It is time for the mid-season review of The Bad Batch Season 3. I almost said cuatro. I'm like, that's not right. Tres. So we are doing 3, everybody. It should be interesting because now there's 3 of us here on the screen. That has no relevancy.
Welcome to the Two Geeks and a Microphone podcast, your one-stop shop for television, movie, video games, comic books, book reviews, and more. Now, without further ado, here's Steven and Mike.
Who talks first? You talk first. I talk first. There we go. See? Hey, everybody. Welcome. Good morning to the craziest trying to get things rolling day of Two Geeks and a Microphone in our entire 2.5-year history. Just want to say welcome. Good morning to you all.
Welcome.
I'm your co-host, Mr. Steven Boster, along with the one, the only, the most illustrious, the most cracking me up this morning, Mr. Michael Shanks.
Good morning to all you geeks out there in Geekdom land. Sorry about that, Steven. I didn't mean to cut you off.
And along with us this morning is also Angie. Angie, good morning to you.
What's
Welcome.
up, my fellow geeks?
We are celebrating that Angie has started with Megan, and Megan's there in the background. Megan, can you hear us? Can you say hey to everybody?
Yeah, you got to come in.
Yeah, I have to come in to say hi.
Hi.
we haven't gotten the whole soundboard situated back to where I can hide and talk.
Oh, darn.
Hey, I like hiding. Okay.
It's all good, but we are celebrating the two of you who have gotten the Geeky Girls podcast or Geek Girls podcast
Yeah, close enough.
running.
Close enough. No. Branding's important.
Yeah,
It is.
So, all right. Well, Mike, I actually hear you in Megan's microphone too, as well at the same time. So, you guys got to get that soundboard figured out.
I know. It's just the fact that we're both in the same room. So,
Right? Yeah. It's a good thing you guys like each other.
I'll say the same thing I say to my wife most days.
Well, hey, everybody, we are here. We're going to talk Bad Batch today. But before we do that, we're just going to get rolling into our geeky news.
All right. For the geeky news this morning, actually, I got some pretty exciting news, or at least I think it's exciting. So, all 8 Spider-Man movies are going to return to the theater this year. Pretty excited about that. I'm looking for my notes. They disappeared on me. There we go. So don't tell Jonah Jameson, but all 8 live-action Spider-Man films are returning to the theater as part of the Centenary celebration being held for Columbia Pictures. I'd say it's actually, we need money because our last Spider-Woman movie sucked. Anyway.
See it?
No, I haven't, but I have not heard one person who's actually liked that movie. Yeah. So,
And the chick herself said she will never do another thing. And I'm like, chick, it ain't Marvel. It ain't Marvel.
Wow. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
it ain't Marvel, but we've gotten some great Spider-Man movies. So, not everyone is a hit, but hey. Anyway, as part of
background.
What's that?
You always
What's
got that
that?
weird background.
As per Cinemark listings, wait a minute, sorry, I jumped. Anyway, all the Spider-Man movies are returning, and it starts in April, and it will run between April and June from what I'm hearing, they'll do like one a week. So
Okay.
yeah, I probably won't go see every single re-release, but there are some that I really want to pick and choose and go see. Like I want to go see the first Tobey Maguire again in the theaters, probably the second Tobey Maguire, skip the third one.
Yeah.
What's the best one?
The best at what? Sucking?
Compared to
I would. Yeah, compared to who? Well, maybe compared to the new Madam Web, it might have been the best.
yeah.
Hold on. It's a
Anyway, actually, I would argue that Spider-Man 2 is the best of the Tobey Maguires, but that's another episode. We could do an episode on that. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
I agree. I think as a prep for those, I think that'd be a great idea because I think we should rank them. Like if you could only watch so many of them, which ones, we should rank, which ones should you absolutely see in the theater?
Ooh, I like that. I like
Be
that.
good.
Okay,
Be good.
then I'll stop talking about which ones I want to go see then. Anyway, we're getting all 8 Spider-Man films back in the movie theaters. I think it's pretty exciting. I like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. I still like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, and I like Tom Holland's. And I was thrilled when they all 3 came together in the last movie. It was fantastic. So, yes, I say that's exciting news. Yeah, epic. I like that word. That's a great
Blew my
word.
mind.
All right, and then other news that we have today, I think Steven's got a trailer to show us.
I'm going to see if it works, everybody. If it doesn't, we tried this last week and we miserably failed.
If
So
it
I'm
doesn't, I
hoping
got y'all.
Did you see the other trailer that dropped this week, by the way?
Which
Starts with an A, ends with an E, part of the Star Wars universe.
Yeah, I saw it. We could.
All right. Okay, everybody. So here we go. I'm going to share my screen because we are going to watch it together. We're going to see if it works. I hope it works. I hope it works. So I'm going to make that. Let me make that a little bit bigger.
There we go.
Okay. Here we go.
Daylight come and we want to go. Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Daylight come and we want to go. Me Sunday, me Sunday, me Sunday, me Sunday, me Sunday.
The juice is loose.
Yeah, it is, boy.
He's back. Beetlejuice is returning September 6th this year. I cannot wait. Megan kept saying, I won't believe it till I see it. Well, there you go. That is an official trailer. Beetlejuice is officially back. And I can't wait. I love Michael Keaton. Love that he was in the Flash movie. I wished it would have been a Batman movie, not a Flash movie. It should have been a Batman movie.
I mean, I called it the Batman movie.
Well, yeah, but unfortunately, it just wasn't the best of the DC movies. So, but I am excited that Michael Keaton is back as Beetlejuice. That's probably my second favorite of his characters. Batman being the first, of course. Yeah, I've enjoyed a lot of his movies, and Beetlejuice is right at the top of that list. So, yeah, super excited about that.
It's against my religion. I can't watch it.
I'm kidding. You know, I was questioning.
No religion, I'm just saying.
Yeah, no kidding. I was questioning when we hear the choir singing, you know,
Right.
and it's in front of a funeral, and I'm got this huge smile on my face because it's Beetlejuice coming back. I'm like, is that wrong that I've just got this big smile on my face when they're showing a
Right.
funeral scene?
Right.
I'm
Yes.
just gonna say this. Something happens to me, that's my song. I'm just saying. It's gonna be my song.
Oh gosh. Well,
But yeah, I said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. Like, I'm predicting that's gonna probably be my favorite. More than likely, that's gonna be my favorite movie of the year. Like, I'm sorry.
wow, that is a big. That's those are big words.
And I mean,
I
Deadpool's
look
coming out, so
forward
like,
to-
that's gotta say something.
September. It said September, right? When it's coming
September.
out?
September.
So, okay.
Yep.
I look forward to coming back to have the discussion about Beetlejuice in September. Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. Hey. Nobody says the B word.
Just like when he's like, the juice is loose. I'm like,
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to find out what the premise of it is, why he's returned. Man, it's going to be fabulous.
Yeah, that is okay. Well, here's the next trailer, everybody. I did want to have this is kind of, I don't know if this is my geek star technically, but it released the
sure, why not?
the Acolyte, the Disney Plus show released. So I want to.
Yeah, it's a thing.
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
All right, here we go. And go.
Close your eyes. Your eyes can deceive you. We must not trust them. Tell me what comes into your mind.
Those kids are all dead. Just saying.
Alex,
Spoilers.
I see fire.
Oh,
It's Trinity from the Matrix.
Is that who that is?
it is who that is.
Oh, I didn't
Oh,
realize
I thought
that.
you were messing around.
Someone is killing Jedi.
I didn't even realize that.
What happened?
I sensed darkness.
This isn't about good or bad. This is about power and who is allowed to use it.
What is that?
Okay, Disney, I see you.
I see lasers, laser swords. I'm in.
Okay, can I explain what my problem is?
Oh boy. Okay, here we go.
He has a problem.
Yes, I have a huge problem.
He never has problems with Star Wars stuff.
Oh no. This is a big continuity problem and I am pissed at Disney.
It's a continuity issue. Okay, I'm on.
Yes. Yes. So this is the High Republic, which first of all, I have no anticipation for the High Republic. I could care less about the High Republic. I have not liked anything I've read about the High Republic, especially the fact that one of their main characters is a rock. And I don't mean like the Thing from Marvel comic books. I mean literally a rock.
Monolith.
Yes. That's an issue. I hate that. Now I don't know if The Rock is going to be in this series or not, but whatever.
That sounded funny.
Well, yeah, that would make I'd be a little more excited if The Rock showed up. That'd be pretty cool. No, my
I am Groot. It's I am Rock.
you're right. my issue is this is supposed to be a Sith-centric series. The High Republic takes place 100 years before episode 1. Here's the problem. During episode 1, Master Kimomati, I cannot remember his name, but one of the masters on the council says, well, the Sith have been extinct for over a millennia.
Oh, Keanu Mundi.
Yeah, Keanu Mundi, that's it. So if the Sith have been extinct for over a millennia, how do we have this story? This is a huge continuity problem. Disney, you really need to pay attention to George Lucas's writings. He is the creator of Star Wars. He is the master. Please respect his works. It falls apart when I hear this. So if the red lightsabers don't belong to a Sith, okay, maybe I can buy into it, but
I don't know. So here's my only. I'll put it as a clarifying question for you, Mr. Mike.
No, that's fair. Go ahead.
We still did have Sith during that current era. Even when Keanu Mundi said that phrase, you already had Sidious, you had Dooku, or what, Tyrannus. He was Tyrannus,
but they didn't know that they were there. That's the problem.
But they were still there, so there is the possibility maybe they didn't know these Sith existed or something.
Okay, that's fine. But obviously, you have Jedi battling Sith 100 years prior to Episode 1. Therefore, they knew about the Sith within a millennia.
Maybe
what?
They didn't live to tell the tale that they encountered.
Well, I guess if you kill every single Jedi, every last one of them,
the ones that you run into,
right? If they see a red lightsaber, they die. Every one of the ones that see a red lightsaber, and there's a whole crap ton there that see the red lightsabers.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. So I have continuity issues with this. I
will wait till I see it. I will watch it because
I'm not saying I won't watch it. I'm just saying
very low expectations.
Yeah. Like speed bump high expectations for this.
Speed bump level.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
Sorry.
That's good. I haven't heard that one. That's a good one. Okay, everybody. So hey, let's kind of some of our geekdar stuff that's happening and going on. All right. Well, shall we hit the main event?
Let's do it. Let's move on to something more fun.
It's time for the main event.
Sorry, Steven. I didn't mean to rain on you.
Cuckoo on his parade.
we didn't talk about this before, and I could tell that you were kind of excited about the trailer, and then I've had issues. So,
hey, it's got Trinity from the Matrix. I'm in.
That I didn't know. That might be cool.
Like,
that might be cool. But we are here to talk about a different Star Wars series today. We are here to talk about the Bad Batch. So we are on season 3 of the Bad Batch.
Which episodes did we already do? 1, 2, and 3, right?
Yes, we did. 3. Yeah, they dropped 3 for the premiere. We decided to do a premiere episode reviewing the first 3. Good. You can go back and check that out. That was a few weeks back.
Mike hated it, everybody. He went and raved, and he was like, no, I'm not doing this ever again. No, I'm just kidding. That's not what happened.
No, the funny thing is, Steven had a little bit more reaction closer to my reaction to the Acolyte trailer to the first 3 episodes. Well, he was more, I would say you were more bored with the first 3 episodes.
Let me tell you how much has changed.
Really? Okay. Yeah, we'll have to get into that because I like what I'm seeing so far.
It's not that it's bad. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
But the last most recent episode, we'll talk about it. But I think everybody, I wore out the Steven skip button on my remote.
Oh my gosh! Oh man! All right. Let's jump into episode 4, The Return. Okay, so episode 4 is entitled The Return.
Or is that episode 5?
No, it's episode 4. 1, 2, and 3 were the premiere episodes that we covered. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Maybe I did click the wrong one. Dang it.
Season 3, episode 4 is a
1,
different
2, 3. You're right. I'm sorry. I apologize. I clicked the wrong one.
What we're going to do is we're actually going to take episode by episode.
Right.
A little bit. And so we're going to do our best to kind of give you a synopsis. We're trying to cheat, just so you know. We're looking at Google and Wikipedia.
Okay. Well, I got Wikipedia up for episode 4, entitled, where's the title at? a different approach. Okay. I love how they do this. They have the official description and then they have the expanded description. So I'm assuming the official one was what went up on Disney Plus, and the official description is just stranded in dangerous territory. Omega and Crosshair must work together. That's it. That's all they give.
I have the Wikipedia description, which is a paragraph. Let me try it. You ready?
Okay, go ahead.
So a different approach. With the damage their shuttle sustained in their escape, Omega and Crosshair are forced to crash land on the planet Lau. All right, enough of that. They make their way to a nearby spaceport where Crosshair wants to use force to hijack a ship, while Omega insists on acquiring the money they need to bribe a clerk through her gambling skills. That was actually pretty cool. When Batcher is snatched by Imperial's troops, Omega goes after her with a reluctant Crosshair following. Imperial troops find and corner them. Crosshair suggests they use his skills. He's got a particular set of skills to resolve their situation. Omega agrees, and they manage to free Batcher, still a freighter, and escape the planet. Later, they rendezvous with Hunter and Wrecker, leading to a reunion both joyous and, for Crosshair, tense.
Nice. I say we go with those descriptions because I like that a little bit better.
Actually, so yeah, that was pretty good.
Because I do have an expanded description here, but it doesn't go quite as detailed as that. That goes a little detailed. Now, I enjoyed this episode. I thought it was fun, and I liked Omega doing the gambling and stuff. And then as we were going along, they kept charging her more and more. Which we knew was going to happen. Let's face it, they're just taking advantage of her winnings is all they're doing. But in this episode, we could also see I did start to have a little frustration with Omega because she's got that bleeding heart, and it was like okay, and that's where
is it bleeding heart overall or just bleeding heart for Crosshair?
No, I think it's bleeding heart overall.
Okay.
Period. Not just Crosshair, but just I don't have an issue with her having a bleeding heart for Crosshair because, I think they start to bond over these next 4 episodes. And I actually like their relationship as we see it develop over the next 4 episodes. I think their relationship's pretty cool. And because Crosshair's kind of opening up to her a little bit, which he doesn't open up to anyone from what we've seen over the last 2.5 seasons. And you can see he's kind of opening up to her. Not in this episode, but as we go along through the next 4.
Yeah. And this is the beginning point of that. I got you. Yeah, sure. Yeah. That's good insight. I like
so
that.
I thought this was a fun episode. It's not action packed, but it was fun in the aspect of the whole gambling thing and all that. I enjoyed it. It was a decent episode to watch.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion of it. Go, Steven.
No, you're right. It wasn't really action packed. it was developing the relationship between her and Crosshair, which was the beginnings. I see where you're going with that, and I like that. It just how shall I say this? I did like the gambling aspect again. It's like, okay, then they're going to lose their money. Okay, that's kind of standard now, it seems. But it's just, it's as if we are back in episode 4, New Hope, and you hear the stormtrooper telling the speeder, move along, move along.
Okay, I see. I don't feel that way. I mean, it was a fun episode. You got to have some fun. Everything cannot be 100% action packed. 100% of the time. There's got to be some development to the story, and I felt this was some development to the story, adding to their relationship. So I don't know. I think it's a decent episode. I enjoyed it. It was fun.
It wasn't a bad episode. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't a bad episode and all.
I would, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give it a 6 or 7.
Okay. I'd do the same.
Okay.
I'd probably go for 7 because it wasn't bad. It's just, I think I'm just to the point now is I know it's the last one, and I'm like, let's get going. It's the last season. Let's just move quicker, kind of a thing. I expect last season. I expect all kinds of reveals.
Wait. You did that wrong. It's George Lucas. Faster, more intense. Faster, more intense.
Right.
So that's what you're saying. They're not following the George Lucas premise of, can you just be faster and more intense?
Maybe. That's pretty good though. I like it. Just so you know, I'm probably going to have you say that for every single episode.
I can do that. That's one of the George Lucases I can do. I don't do a whole lot of them, but that one I can do.
Great.
Yeah. We're going to move along.
Okay.
All right. So the next is episode 5, and that one is entitled The Return.
Okay.
So the official description is: tensions rise as our heroes navigate new dynamics on a dangerous mission.
This is, despite the others' tentative tolerance of his presence and Omega's encouragement, Crosshair still struggles with the repercussions of his betrayal and captivity. Echo returns to Pabu. Is that how we said it? Pabu?
I think we'll go with it.
And together the batch discusses the experiments conducted on the clones at Tantus. To get more details from Nala Se's datapad, they reluctantly follow Crosshair's suggestion to connect it to a computer terminal at his former post on Barton 4. Finding the depot abandoned, they are forced to divert power from its defense perimeter, thus inviting a huge worm to attack them. Setting aside their differences, the batch works together to lure the creature outside the perimeter before activating an auxiliary power source, reactivating the defenses. With Crosshair having earned his squad mates' trust back, and with the information they recovered, the batch sets out to free their brothers. I do want to say this. The last scene of episode 4, where all of a sudden you see okay, here's the Bad Batch reunion, and then it pauses. It's like, oh, I gotta wait till next week. That's sick. But they did
not if you watched it the way I did. I skipped a couple weeks and then just watched back to back.
Nicely done. I enjoyed seeing the tension of the friend, because that's really, for good storytelling, it couldn't be just, oh, we're so glad we're back together, hug, kissy, kissy, ta-da. It's, there's a lot of baggage between them, and I thought they played that out really well in this episode.
Yes, I like them working between Hunter and Crosshair. You mean? Mm-hmm. I like them working out their differences, and Hunter coming to the realization that Crosshair really is back, and he is a part of the team again. And Crosshair coming to the realizations that these are his brothers, and these are the ones that he should have been loyal to the entire time, because his whole thing is loyalty, which I respect. I respect that a whole lot. I put a lot into loyalty myself. So that being an aspect of myself, an attribute of my own, I respect that. And I think that's a cool thing. I like to see that coming out in Crosshair, where he's finally realizing, wait a minute, my loyalties always did reside with this group. It wasn't with the Empire. It wasn't with that larger, overall of the Empire where a good soldier follows orders. It was, look, these are my brothers. They're my blood. And these are the men that I should be standing with. So,
yes, the progression that we see about that loyalty, about that dedication, and seeing what he thought what he was doing was right, only to find out that it wasn't, or that loyalty wasn't re-extended back again.
Right.
Seeing that change is a great character arc within the series of what we see in these episodes. When they come back for the reunion, and even to the most recent episode, I will say they keep playing that out, and it's really good. It really is. It's good storytelling on that one.
The interesting thing about this, season 1, there was a huge connection between Omega and Wrecker. We seen that connection between them two. And even though that connection's still there, and she has this kind of different relationship with each member of the Bad Batch, okay? But there was something about the connection with Wrecker, and I think it was Wrecker kind of resembles that childlike feeling we all, all of us have inside of us. That little kid, we all have that little kid in us, and I think Wrecker represents that. And in season 1, you see the younger Omega connecting with that childlike aspect of the adult, where Crosshair, I feel, represents a more mature adult, coming of age type thing, and we're starting to see her connection with him and how she's growing up and she's becoming of age per se. So that's how I see this overall, is just her growing and her changing. And, because before, like I said earlier, it's all about the bleeding heart. We got to save everybody. We got to save everything. As you grow older, you realize you can't save everything.
Yeah.
It's not possible,
Wow. Yeah. Hey, everybody, you're hearing Mike's Smarticle Particles as he's going all Freudian on us on
Smarticle Particle.
That's good. That's good. That's really good detail insight. I haven't thought of it that way
Thank you.
from each member. So what about Crosshair? So Crosshair is the so childlike with Wrecker, coming of age with Hunter. So what about Crosshair?
Well, that's what I'm sorry. Go ahead. What?
No, I'm just clarifying. I'll make sure I'm understanding.
Well, no. Well, that's what I'm saying. Crosshair, I think, represents that adult that she's heading towards, because Hunter's kind of in between the two, I mean, he's not that childlike. He's not childlike really at all. And he realizes, well, we can't save everybody, but he's kind of that in between Wrecker and Crosshair, because Crosshair's more, look, we fight to protect us.
Yeah, he's driven. He's dedicated.
Right.
That's that
right.
loyalty factor that you brought out. Okay.
Where Hunter's willing to go out and help others, but he also knows, hey, we can't save everybody, and where Crosshair is even a smaller, circle. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to protect our own. We have to protect us. So it's like each circle gets smaller.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so and we're seeing, I think, a progression of Omega in her maturity.
Okay. Nice. Okay. All right. Shall we go to the next episode?
Yeah, let's go to the next episode.
Follow that. That was really good stuff. I can't follow that.
Oh,
Nicely
sure you could.
Nicely done. All right. So next is Infiltration, episode 6. So what's the overarching one?
Okay.
The official
The official, the Disney official is the Bad Batch reunites with an ally in need, and that's it. That's all it says.
Okay. Here's what it says. It says, guarded by Rex and his fellow rogue clones, Avi Singh, the former senator of Raxus, secretly meets with Rio Chuchi to discuss I'm butchering those.
It's all right. Don't worry about it.
To discuss the formation of a rebel movement against the Emperor until another clone assassin strikes. The attack fails, and the assassin is captured and pressed for information on Tantus. But another is set out to kill him before he can talk. Among his equipment, Rex's men find a register listing Omega as one of his assigned targets, prompting Rex to summon the batch to use to his base on Teth. Omega and Crosshair relate what little they know about the Imperial experiments in the clone assassin division formed by Hemlock. Upon hearing that they have captured one, Crosshair warns them of a secret tracking implant inside the operative. But then the second assassin strikes, killing the captive. The base is accidentally blown up, and an Imperial retrieval team led by Commander Wolf arrives to recapture Omega. Now, this is Star Wars meets Bourne Identity.
Oh, see, now I thought this episode would be right up your alley. I really did.
Don't get me wrong. I liked it. I love spy movies and stuff, but it was
right.
Like, this is taking the whole story of the first Bourne Identity movie, with Matt Damon and putting it into Star Wars.
Nice.
Because we didn't have any kind of inclination about, oh, he's building a secret assassin team out of clones, kind of.
Well, no, we had that earlier. We learned about these assassins because, like he says, Crosshair was chosen. He was supposed to become one of them, and we did see that. They were trying to make him one, and like he says, it's in my DNA. To be defective. Right. And they wouldn't take me because of that.
Interesting.
Right. Which I think if Crosshair would have kept to his loyalty of the Empire, that would have been his destiny. Your destiny. Destiny. You can't escape destiny.
The future reference, everybody. Oh my gosh, that's pretty good. Yeah, I did like the concept of it, because I've seen it before and I thought, oh, this is kind of cool. They're bringing in a little cool assassin action into the Star Wars universe. We've got bounty hunters, but we're talking specific assassins.
Oh yeah.
Who's got skills.
I will find you and I will kill you.
I will find you.
It's appropriate. He is Qui-Gon Jinn, so
right.
It's very appropriate. They should bring him in as a voice of an assassin. That would be awesome.
Yes.
Why not? They've used
at this time. That'd be great, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Bring him in as one of the special operatives. I would love that. That'd be awesome. Yeah. Although I don't know how much more of the special operatives we'll see. I don't know if we'll see anybody that we haven't already met at this point. So
yeah, it would be great if it was some type of lead in into Mara Jade, because that was the whole thing about Mara Jade that I always had imagined with who she was, as being the Emperor's hand, as being an elite assassin.
Ooh.
Kind of a thing. So
and see, now they've introduced the female clones with Omega and I can't think of what her sister's name is. But so are you saying that there's a possibility that Mara Jade could actually be One of the clones?
No. But what we're seeing in the program to create the assassin, whatever that program is,
Okay.
that we're introducing that, because that's really what the Born Identity was all about, was about this program that created these assassins.
But see, I think the what they're going for, to me, it's obvious they're going for the perfect clone to be able to hold the Emperor, to hold Palpatine. You know, because that's the whole thing about it. You know, like the clone's blood has to connect with the M count. You know, and such.
Yeah.
Right. I may be saying that all wrong, but you get what I mean. You know, it's got to be compatible with the M count. And we all know the M count is midichlorians. Let's face it. That's what it is. Disney just doesn't want to say the word midichlorians because they're afraid of that. But yeah. Just embrace it, Disney.
Right. Oh,
You've introduced all kinds of other crap. So just accept the midichlorians. It's part of the Star Wars universe.
right. And that was a Lucas thing anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Did Angie want to say something? So all of a sudden she popped back in.
I guess
Sorry.
she had popped out, and then I thought, she's back.
Go
So
get
maybe
some
she
more.
wants to come back in.
Right
on.
All right.
All right, next one. Extraction, episode 7. What's the big overarching theme?
Oh, sorry. I didn't change pages. 1 second here. All right. Extraction. The official one is, as enemies close in, the Bad Batch must evacuate a stronghold. I mean, it's got to be short and sweet because they don't want to give any spoilers away. I get
was
it.
just about to say, if I feel like it's very short, sweet, and to the point. Like, okay, that's all you need to know.
Right.
Here's the other one in Wikipedia. Is the Bad Batch, Rex, and his few surviving troopers make their way through the ruined base, pursued by Wolf's men and the clone assassin. The latter in defiance of Wolf's orders. The fugitives launch a shuttle, but the assassin shoots the vessel down, forcing a crash landing and a rough trek to an extraction by Echo. The assassin pursues them on his own and goes over a waterfall after facing Crosshair in a duel. At the extraction point, Wolf intercepts him, but upon being confronted by his old friend Rex and the truth behind the Empire's treatment of clones, he lets the survivors escape. As they depart, Rex advises Hunter that in order to keep Omega safe, they have to find out why she is so important to the Empire.
Okay. I liked this episode. I thought it was great. We had the return of Wolf, which was cool. Him meeting up with Rex, so on and so forth. I enjoyed that. Or, well, I guess technically they meet up in the next one. But, we have Wolf leading this team, and we have the assassin with this team. I find it interesting that we're at a point in the Star Wars timeline where the Empire is pushing out the clones, and they're bringing in stormtroopers, which are just regular people volunteering, and the clones were actually cloned and designed to be elite troopers, okay? And the funny thing is, for the most important assignments, they're still sending the clones out on. You notice there ain't no stormtroopers on this team. It's all clone troopers because they know that stormtroopers will screw it up. So yeah. I find that funny, and then I love how Wolf shows up and he meets the operative and he's like, what is going on here? And I am the commanding officer and you will answer to me.
Right.
He just puts his foot down right away. I enjoyed that.
I enjoyed that final scene there at the water and all where they're facing each other off. I was like, ooh.
That was pretty intense. And when that's when the operative tries to drown Crosshair. And you almost think I there was part of me was like, oh crap, this is the end of Crosshair. This is it. He's done.
I wondered. Yes.
Yeah, and then nope, they shot him. They shot the operative, and it was Wolf that shot the operative too.
Yeah.
Which I thought was cool. It's like, oh, well, So I guess
You're not going to follow my orders. Well, here you go.
I'll take you out, pal.
Eat laser beam. Pew pew.
Yeah, I liked this episode. I thought it was great. I thought it was pretty action packed. A lot of interaction between the operative and Crosshair, and yeah, I enjoyed this episode a lot.
Yeah,
thought it was really good.
Yeah, it was good. Okay, the most recent episode from this week.
Okay,
Bad Territory. This is episode 8 out of 15, I believe.
Yes, and the official description for this is: desperate for intel, Hunter and Wrecker track down a dangerous bounty hunter.
Yes, this one says Fee, who has been asked by the batch to make inquiries about the Empire's M Count project, reports that bounty hunters have been hired.
That's midichlorians.
You're right. Reports that bounty hunters have been hired to search for subjects featuring that special trait. Believing that Fennec Shan may know the answer, Hunter and Wrecker decide to seek her out, leaving Omega and Crosshair on Pabu. While Shan knows nothing herself, she refers them to another bounty hunter who might, in exchange for them helping her capture her current target, Sylar Saris. After an arduous hunt, they bring Saris down, but Shan secretly betrays the batch. On Pabu, Crosshair refuses to talk about the trauma he endured at TARDIS, which impairs his sniping skills. Sorry. Swiper, no sniping. Sorry. Omega helps him overcome.
I wasn't going to say it.
Overcome his handicap by teaching him meditative techniques.
Okay.
As soon as I said sniping, my brain went to, we're going to go snipe hunting, everybody.
Have you ever caught a snipe?
I keep going out. People keep telling me where to go, but I can't. I keep going. I haven't found one yet. It's been 50 years.
Longer to catch.
I remember when they had a snipe hunting episode on Cheers. That was pretty funny. Yeah, there's a snipe hunting episode on Cheers. This episode was great in the fact that we got our bounty hunter, Boba Fett's counterpart, which I really enjoy. Mm-hmm. And I thought she was fantastic in this episode. I really enjoyed her.
She was okay.
Okay, really.
I like her. I don't get me wrong. I do like her character, but this one, I mean, it was okay. It was all right.
So why do you say that? What disappoints you?
I guess technically within canon, she's still supposed to be rough around the edges, kind of a thing.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. I was like, all right, kind of a thing. And then when she kind of, how did they put it in this paragraph? Shan secretly betrays the batch. I'm like, oh man. I mean, I know that's kind of who you're supposed to be,
but she's a bounty hunter, dude. That's who she is.
Whoever
She
pays the highest.
That's right. Yeah, she said that in the beginning. Look, Empire, good guys, bad guys, makes no difference to me. The money's all the same. And that's a bounty hunter. That's what a bounty hunter does. Yeah. If you're willing to pay them, yeah, they're gonna. Now they honor they honor their contract, I should say. So you can't come in and go, well, because we learned that in The Mandalorian when the one guy's like, how much are they paying you? I'll pay you more, and he's like, no, it doesn't work that way. The contract's already made. We've already established how much I get paid, and that's it. You can't outbid the bounty hunter because they do have a code, and so there is that. But like she said, makes no difference to me. As long as somebody's going to pay me, yeah, you're in trouble. So
right.
I had no problems with her character.
Neutral good. Sorry, I had to put a plug in.
I don't know if that's neutral good.
Yeah, I don't know if that's neutral good.
No,
really.
I think that's more like
I mean, it's just a bounty hunter. That's what
Yeah.
bounty hunters are. So
Neutral.
I thought she followed her character to a T. I enjoyed her a lot. The whole episode, Brenda's like, she's bad. I go, well, yeah, she's supposed to be. That's who she is. So I had no issue with her. I thought she was fantastic. Loved it. Loved her interaction with the Bad Batch. Does it suck that she's going to betray him at the end of it? Yeah, it does. But you got to expect it, I mean, it's who she is. That's all there is to it. Now, can we talk a little bit about Omega and Crosshair again on this one? Because you had the whole meditating scene, which I found interesting because Crosshair's like, where did you learn this? And I'm sitting there going, no, wait a minute. I have an issue with this because Crosshair is an assassin. He's a sniper. He's a sniper. And every sniper movie I've watched, okay, they always talk about the kill shot. And the kill shot, you inhale and then you exhale on the fire when you pull the trigger. And it's like, okay, you should already be practicing breathing. And I looked this up before we went on the air, and the military does have breathing exercises to calm you down, to keep you calm in certain situations and stuff like this. So, and being the fact that they are an elite group, I would think he already knows this kind of stuff. And it kind of bothered me a little bit. I'm like, wait a minute. You should already be practicing this kind of thing, So I did have an issue with that. That was really my only issue with this episode because I just felt that, military wise, that doesn't work.
Right.
I just figured he would take diazepam. Just saying.
Funny.
I don't know what diazepam is.
It's a thing to it's a shot that some snipers will take or some assassins will take.
Oh, really?
To calm them, to give them
slow down their
focus
heart
and,
rate. And whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but and that you're probably right about that too. I never heard that, but I do know that they use
I
breathing.
played Metal Gear Solid games where I had to use diazepam.
Okay.
You're like,
All right.
"Damn."
Wow, all the time. I'd say you're not that great a sniper then. Because you should already be able to calm yourself.
They were long.
Hands full of Kim. Watch out.
I'm just saying. I mean,
I hear you.
it's supposed to be part of your basic training, so it should be part of your training. So,
Yeah.
Other than that, I love this episode. I thought it was fantastic. I had a good time with this. Fennec Shand is a favorite of mine. I've enjoyed her ever since she was introduced in the Boba Fett series. So I was happy to see her return in Bad Batch. Not the first time we've seen her in Bad Batch because we saw her in season 1, and her and Crosshair talk about that. And I love that conversation her and Wrecker's talk about that because Wrecker's like, well, Omega got away from you. And she's like, oh yeah? Well, she got away from you too. So what does that say about you?
Yeah.
Which I at that point, she's baiting them because she's already questioning the fact that what they're doing, and she already knows that they've got Omega, and she's just playing him for information at that point is what she's doing. And he's just like, oh, well, I can't say anything.
Right. Gotta love Wrecker.
Yeah, I loved it. So that was great. That was fantastic. I enjoyed that exchange quite a bit. And then when she reveals, no, she didn't get away from me. I let her go when the client canceled the bounty.
Which was Nala Se, wasn't it? Wasn't it Nala Se?
I was trying to remember who it was, and I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure it was Nala Se.
I think you're right, though. I think it was Nala Se. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because she knew if the Bad Batch had her, then she was safe.
Yes.
But she didn't know that. She just knows, okay, the contract's canceled. I'm off. So
See you later. Okay, love you. Bye bye. Kind of a thing. I will say the one thing I didn't like about this episode that I skipped the whole thing was we're not in an episode of swamp people, please. With all the creatures and the thing. And stuff
oh,
like
see, I loved that. I loved it. I thought it was fun. You know, you're on a swamp boat and everything, and yeah. See, I absolutely loved that.
I just need a local to come out and go, there's a blah, 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 and get that Cajun accent. Yeah, we got the gators right about the.
See, I would have absolutely loved that. I've never even watched Swamp People, and I still would have loved that. But
That's hilarious.
I loved that they were on a swamp boat and giant gators are jumping at them and everything. I enjoyed that. I thought it was fun.
Funny.
Right on. Okay.
It's so funny how I enjoy certain things of the episode, and yeah, you don't like them.
Here's the thing. It's not that I don't enjoy Bad Batch. I have enjoyed the story. I've enjoyed trying to figure out ever since day one, who is this kid, kind of a thing. And we've got indications and stuff, but now I'm just to the point where it's kind of like the other show, the other TV show, the Curse of Oak Island. Would you find gold already? It's been 10 years. Kind of
well, Bad Batch. This is it. This season 3 is it. There's no more Bad Batch after this.
I think I had an expectation. So it's really about unmet expectation. It's not that it's a bad show. So don't hear me say that. I think my expectations were great. Now we should start getting a lot of reveals happening quickly, and we're not. And because I thought for sure we'd already have some more reveals of, we have indications, but nothing that's been solidified. You're just bait. Don't you dare bait and switch me. No, M count is not midichlorian. It's. I don't know. I can't make up something stupid.
I'd be ticked. I'd be ticked if I'd be totally ticked if they said M count did not mean midichlorian. I mean, we all know that's what it is. Stop it.
That's what it is. But just go ahead and confirm it already. You know what I'm saying?
I
lost on us. That's basically what you're saying.
I'm just saying it's taken too long. Move along.
We're halfway through the season.
Yeah, every episode better have some kind of cool reveal in it. I'm just saying. There's a lot of cool stuff. There's a lot of loose ends they got to tie up. So, just saying.
Just keep your
I don't know. I think the biggest thing is
just keep it as low as the speed bump. Is that what you're saying, Angie? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's
just be like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, that's my expectations for the Acolyte. So, yeah, okay.
Didn't see that one coming.
Well, I enjoy Bad Batch. I think it's been a good series so far. Have there been a couple slow episodes here and there? Yeah, there have.
More than a couple.
No,
I'm sorry.
No. No.
Move on.
Well, you need to replay this episode right now and go back to some of the things I said when you went, oh.
Yeah, I must have even skipped that part.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yep. Hey, I do have a list. The next episode is the 27th, which is the Harbinger. Then we do get 2 episodes on April 3rd. So we get episode 10 and 11, which is Identity Crisis and Point of No Return. Past the point of no return.
Does it tell how many episodes altogether in the entire series? Because I think it's how many?
15.
15. Okay.
That's what. Now this is Wikipedia, so I mean, come on. We've got to take it with a grain of salt. So
15.
Well, I'm looking at Wikipedia, so.
And episode 12 is going to be Juggernaut, which is April 10th. Into the Breach is April 17th. Flash Strike is April 24th. And then The Cavalry Has Arrived is May 1st.
Ooh.
Okay.
Interesting.
So it looks like we will be reconvening after May 1st for our Bad Batch wrap up. and talk about the
second half of the season.
second half of the season. Yes. Yes.
Voice.
We will not be doing season or episode by episode like we have done for some series in the past.
Yeah.
So, partially because, well, Steven.
Schedule.
Thank you.
I say that in fun.
I know you do. It's all good. I took it as all in fun. It's all good.
No, we got a lot of other things to cover since we don't cover just Star Wars, so we can't spend all of our time, every episode, so on and so forth. What was that, Angie?
I said like on my show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Got some awesome
but-
things coming up.
Cool. You want to talk about that?
I mean, I was just gonna say like, you guys are gonna come on our show, we're gonna come on yours. Like, it's gonna be a whole collab thing. So yeah,
It's
Okay.
the nerdy goodness.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep a little hush hush.
Okay. All right.
Spoilers. No spoilers.
Little
We
tease.
do
I
have
get it.
something. We do have something on May 4th because we're gonna come on you guys' show. So yeah,
I got an idea for May 4th. I'm going to the comic book store today, and I'm going to talk to Ashley about what's coming up. There's a particular comic that I saw that's coming out that I'm excited about, a Star Wars comic. I won't reveal yet what that is. Some people might know if you follow all the Star Wars news and such, but a particular bounty hunter that I happen to like. So anyway. I'll throw out the little teaser. I've been considering maybe that would be our episode. Steve and I will talk about that a little bit more off air, though. So, but that's it. That's all I got. How about you?
I'm good.
You good? I'm good.
I will say that I'm still trying to work things out so the two of you can be on my live one shot. But we gotta figure that out with Steven's schedule. But we're gonna have a D&D up.
Yeah.
Excited.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, you guys will have to stay tuned.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Steven, you want to do your thing?
Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us here on Two Geeks and a Microphone. I would like to encourage you that if you have not been to our website, which is
The number two.
geeksmic.com, geeksmic.com. I want to encourage you to go there because there's where we have all things to geeks. So that's the links to everything that we do. But also, just to share with you, one of the cool things about that is you will see our links to our affiliate sponsors. Now, one that I'm pretty happy about and excited about is Podbean. We have used Podbean since day day one, and we have so enjoyed it. We've looked at different ones like, well, I better not name the other ones, but they're all poo-poo. But the nice thing about Podbean is that for $9 a month, so if you pay for a whole year, so $109 or something like that, you get unlimited podcasts. All the other services you charge by the hour, kind of a thing, whatever you upload. And so you're kind of limited. And so we appreciate the fact that we didn't have to be limited. We could go as long as we wanted. We could do extra stuff if we wanted to. It's easy and simple to use. It's very intuitive. It walks you through how to get your podcast on all the other platforms. And they just introduced something new this last week, which is Podbean AI. And Podbean AI is an extra cost on top of that. So it's
worth it.
It's $6 for 3 hours, I'm going to say, but it'll clean your audio. It will take out the dead air spaces. It will do automatic leveling of your stuff. And actually, even at the 6 hours, I think at $12 is actually a really good deal for those services, because if you look around at the other services that are out there, they're more expensive. Even some of the other services such as, well, that just do the audio stuff are more expensive, but then you have other of the podcasting services that include that as part of their pricing, but it makes it really expensive. And so you have the option to try it out if you don't want to, or if you do want to try it, you don't have to have it on there, kind of a thing. So they're doing a just kind of a free trial right now if you want to try it, Podbean AI. Kind of thing. So go to our website, or go to this website, www.podbean.com/communicate. www.podbean.com communicate. If you do that, that does help out the show just a wee bit. But if you're into podcasting and you want to do it, I just encourage you to try that out. So, but you can get there. You can get there from our website at twogeeksmike.com. And we've got other affiliate sponsorships on there as well. The other thing I want to tell you is check out our Ko-fi page, ko-fi.com/2geeks. There's where you can help support us. We greatly appreciate it. We have a $1 tier, a $2 tier, and a $3 tier. And pretty excited about that. We've got some neat things coming up. It's just a matter of the time to get them all up and running. So I'm pretty excited about the future of our whole support, friends, and network.
Geekdom.
So geekdom, that is correct. Also,
Yes.
You can also go to 2geeksmikemerch.com if you want to go directly to our merch page. Mike got this set up and where you just go to our merchandise where we got some t-shirts and mugs and all kinds of cool stuff. And so anyway, yeah. So that's so if you want to reach out to us and just have suggestions or comments or funny anecdotes or saying, Steven, you're crazy for skipping all that kind of stuff, please feel free to connect with us at show@twogeeksmike.com. Show@twogeeksmike.com. All right.
And then number 2.
All right. And if you've made it this far, please go and like and subscribe. Go like us on Facebook. Follow us on Facebook. I try to put a lot of funny memes up there, so on and so forth. Any information about upcoming episodes such as this one. Also go and give the bell a little tickle here on YouTube if you're watching us over on YouTube. That way you will be notified every time we go live. Speaking of going live, we go live every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. You do the math because I don't like math. Also make sure and give us a thumbs up on the video. All the more thumbs up the videos get, it makes it more visible to other viewers who might be interested in this type of thing.
That's what we're told.
Yeah, that's what we're told. I don't know.
With the algorithm.
Although I gotta say, our numbers on our last Ripaverse that we did last week are pretty good. Pretty impressed. Not as high as when we had the man Eric July himself on, which I'd love to get him back. But he's really super busy with all that's going on with his company because it's just kind of skyrocketed. Yaira's doing great, and we got the Horseman coming out later this year.
Did you see the reveal yesterday
of the Horseman?
They did art reveal.
Oh yeah. I was looking at that this morning. It looks really good. I'm excited about that. He looks very Batmanish.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's supposed to be a street level vigilante, no superpowers like Yaira or like Isom or the Alpha Core. So Horseman,
So funny.
Horseman, Horseman and Tonto. No, I have no idea. I have no idea if he'll have a sidekick or not. But I am looking forward to that, and you can bet we will review it when it comes out. So, all right. With that said, over and out, and may the force be with you always. Oh,
Hi.
thank you for joining us today on the Two Geeks and a Microphone podcast. Tune in next week when we will have more news and reviews. Until then,